If you are a responsible person but more for others than for yourself and can't move forward with your project, this mindset change can help you. For several months my goal was to add a subscription plan to one of my iOS applications. Then one day I checked my performance for the previous months and I found that I used only 2 hours for this project. I had some vacation days, I worked on other YouTube videos, but these are all excuses. I knew that I can take some time from reading social media or watching TV series and optimize my routines. At the same time, I needed some extra money and I decided to join some freelance project, and I wanted to calculate how much time I have for it. I decided to do an experiment and work on this project like it's a freelance job, like I work for some client, and this client, for example, my future self. You can imagine some other person, but it's important to imagine that you promised something to someone and failed to execute it and need to explain it. But also it's important to imagine the gratitude when you accomplish the project and celebrate it. I calculated that I have 1 hour in the mornings on working days and 5 hours on the weekend. I scheduled the block times and it worked. The thinking that I'm working for someone, that I have an obligation, helped me to overcome the procrastination and woke up in the mornings. The large time blocks on the weekends allowed me to enter the flow state. In 2 weeks I used 30 hours and released a new version with new feature, bug fixes, and this premium plan subscription. The good thing is that on the weekend I finish at noon and I have 5 hours of deep focused work. When I will be able to work on myself, I would use it every day. Now I want to share with you the several tips that help me on this way. The first one, make the schedule that works for you. For example, on working days I can wake up at 6, then I have 20 minutes for my morning routine, coffee, journaling, and then I have 1 hour of work before I need to wake up my daughter. To start work faster in the morning, all unnecessary apps are better to close in the evening and keep only what you will need. To do this, I just restart my Mac without opening the previous windows. The next important one, log where you stopped and what will be your next steps. Enable Do Not Disturb mode to avoid distractions from notifications and messengers. Use the downtime option to block the social apps in the mornings and before sleep. It's better to read some book. I do not use snoozing, but I use 2 alarms with 5 minutes interval. It's cold this time of year and I use automatic heating before waking up. It also creates some noise, so it's easier to get out of bed. I think that some lamp that can simulate sunrise can help too. The obvious advice, go to bed 8 hours before the alarm. Of course, it depends on your sleep requirements. The last thing I want to mention, it's better to schedule the large block times for one project. You will lose less time on switching between them and it would be easier to go into the flow state. If you have any tips or advice, share them in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you!